Let's add some custom paintings to Minecraft. If you want to go deeper, the 26.x modding courses are linked down below. 30 plus hours covering complex block entities with fluid and energy handling, custom mobs, custom networking, and even custom biomes and dimensions. Everything you need for 26.x, all in one place, linked down below in the description. Alright, we found back at once more, and in this tutorial we're going to be adding custom paintings to our Minecraft mod. And this is actually going to be a super heavy data gen focused tutorial because both the fact that, well, making our custom paintings placeable as well as registering them both happens inside of data gen. So for this, we will actually need 3 new data gen classes. I know it sounds a little bit crazy for quote unquote just paintings, but here we go. The first one is going to be the mod data pack provider. So this one is a super important class which we will actually need for multiple different things in the future. So this is specifically to add things that data packs can also add. So if you have ever dealt with data packs before, adding paintings is really not that complicated. It is quote unquote just a JSON file and then also adding the painting to a particular tag. Now both of those things would be possible via data packs as well, but for the time being here, we will need this and we will be using this for quite a few things in the future. Then in the data gen package, we're also going to make the mod paintings over here, as well as the final one, which is the mod painting tags provider. There we go. And we will start with the mod paintings. The mod paintings is basically a class that is going to hold all of our different paintings. Number 1, a resource key of them. And number 2, then also bootstrapping them. Now, bootstrapping in this context, in the data pack context, is basically, hey, these different objects we want to register, and it's going to create those for us. So the way that this is going to look like is the following. We'll need 2 helper methods for this, and in this case, I will copy them over. Now, reason over here in this case is because, well, you'll see they're not complicated, but it's just, there's no reason to just type this out. So let's actually take a look over here what this is. As always, of course, all of the code is available to you down below, so you can double check the mod paintings class there as well. Let's just go through quickly to see what those mean. The register method over here with the bootstrap context in this case, as you can see, is going to register the new painting variant. So we're going to make a new painting variant with a specified width and height and a key. So we're going to have to basically register a resource key, and those are going to be registered with then a name, and the name here is a optional of translatable. You can see this is the painting title, and then usually that should be in yellow, and then in gray you should have the painting author, but both of those are, as you can see right here, optional. And the reason why is that sometimes you might have an author, sometimes you might not, so this is just the normal sort of painting registration. And then here, this is just the way to make the resource key super simple. So that's nothing too complicated. Now we're going to add 3 different paintings. So there's going to be a public static final resource key of type painting variant. And it's going to be the saw underscore them underscore key equal to the create method. And then you can see it actually even suggests this to me, a name here, saw underscore them. Easy enough. We're going to duplicate this 2 times to also make shrimp right here. And of course, shrimp right here. And then this one is going to be the world, just world though, world key, and then this is just world. Easy enough. Now these keys need to, of course, now get the register method called right here. So for each of those keys, and that's going to be handled, no, not with a sunflower, I can tell you that much, but rather with a public static void, and that is going to be the bootstrap method with a bootstrap context. This is correct. Called context, that's fine, but it has to be of a particular type. And this bootstrap context is of type painting variant. Within a class that has a bootstrap method and a bootstrap context, you can always deduce sort of, deduce the name or the file type, the class type that has to go into the bootstrap context by the resource key, right? So the resource key is of painting variant, therefore our bootstrap context is of painting variant as well. Within the bootstrap method, we're going to call the register method where we'll pass in the context, then the key, so saw them key, then the width of 2 and a height of 2, and then true on the author. We're going to duplicate this 2 additional times to simply replace this with the shrimp key and the world key. And here, very importantly, The shrimp has a width of 2 and a height of 1, and the world has 2 again as well. The height requirements for painting variants are as follows. If we go into the record over here, we can see that the width and the height are 1 to 16. It's very important is that a painting that is 1 by 1 will occupy 1 block. So yes, that means that the biggest painting that you could make is a 16 by 16 block big painting, which I actually think is pretty freaking cool that you can make paintings that huge. But you will not be able to make one that is 18 by 18 or any higher than 16, so do keep that in mind. We'll see the textures for these paintings in a bit, but for now, let's move on to, well, getting this bootstrap method actually properly called, and that is going to be called in the mod data pack provider. Like I said, this is a super simple one. This is going to extend from the data pack built-in entries provider, where we'll hover over this to create a constructor matching super. Now here, I believe, yeah, we want to choose one of the lower ones. We'll do this one over here because we want the completable feature of the provider right here. And then we don't need the registry set builder, and we don't need the set of mod IDs. We're going to deal with that in a second ourselves. So we'll have output registries, then we have an empty one over here, and then the mod IDs is just a set.of, and then tutorial mod.modID. And now the third parameter here in the super call is going to be the thing that we're creating right here. That is going to be a public static final registry set builder. I'm going to call this here the builder equal to a new registry set builder dot add, and then we're going to add registries dot painting underscore variant, and the second parameter is always, in this case, mod paintings : bootstrap. So this is always a reference to the bootstrap method that we've created, and this is basically the way to add any sort of built-in data pack, entry. Yeah. So this is going to be a configured in place feature. So we're going to need this for world gen. We'll need this for, damage types, jukebox songs, all sorts of different things are going to be using the mod data pack provider. In the third super call over here, we're simply going to add the builder, but making sure we write this correctly. There we go. And that is it for this particular class. Now this, of course, still has to be called in the data gen over here. So we're going to add this generator.add provider with a true and then a new mod data pack provider, exactly passing in the output as well as the lookup provider. Easy enough. And there we have it. And now the final step of this is to create the painting tags over here. So this is going to be mod painting tags provider extends the painting variant tags provider, where we'll hover over this to create constructor matching super. We'll take the first one that is correct, and then a third parameter, we're going to add tutorial mod.modID so everyone is happy, and we'll override the add tags method over here. Here, this is super simple. Get or create raw builder painting variant tags.placeable. There is only one painting tag, and we will add the following. We'll add tag entry dot, it is actually an optional element of mod paintings dot saw them key dot identifier. Sounds a little bit crazy, but that is correct. And we want to do this 2 additional times for the shrimp key as well as the world key, and then end all of it with a semicolon. As always, the code is available to you down below as well, so you can double check it from there too. But basically, we wanted to add all 3 of our new custom paintings to the placeable painting tag. And this new class is then, of course, also called in the data gen class right here, generator. And look at this, it actually suggests to us over here, the mod painting tags provider should be added exactly the same way that every other thing in DataGen has been added before, so not really anything crazy. And now we get to the assets over here. First of all, the translation, which actually this time you should pay a little bit closer attention to, because of course it's a little bit different. And with that, I mean, you have painting over here as the first part of the key, then of course dot tutorial mod or your mod ID, then the name of the painting, and then dot title for the title of the painting, and then dot author for the author of the painting. In this case, all 3 of our paintings were made by NanoAttack, so that is why we have the author there 3 times. And then the textures go into the tutorial mod textures folder in a new directory called painting. And inside of there, we'll have the 3 different PNGs, of course, also available to you down below for download, and here, very important. So let's think back over here that our Sodom was 2x2. That means that the size of this particular painting is 32 by 32. So the texture here is 32 by 32 pixels. The same thing with the world, 32 by 32. And then, of course, here, when the width of 2 and the height of 1, this is going to be exactly 32 in width and 16 in height, because it's going to occupy exactly one block, right? So like, I mean, the idea of the width and height is this is signifying one block, and one block is 16 by 16 voxels / 16 by 16 pixels, and therefore that's how all of this fits together. With this done, we have everything we're going to need, so now we can run the data gen over here, and once that is through, well, then we can jump into the game and see if it works. Alright, fans, I'm back in Minecraft. As you can see, the 3 paintings have been successfully added to the game, and look at that. Isn't that just amazing? And yes, they are also added in the random sort of painting right here. As you can see, there is one of them, and then let's see if we can't get the world as well. But there we go, and then this one over here. Let's see if you can't get the shrimp as well. Surely we can get the shrimp. Oh, there it was. Okay, there it was there. I was too quick over here, but there we go. So there we actually have it. All 3 of the different paintings are added, even in the custom variant over here, right? Just the normal painting. There we go. And there we have it. Those are the paintings. And that's custom paintings for you, added to Minecraft. Awesome. And that's it for this tutorial right here. Thank you so much to all my supporters. Don't forget, you can get 14 days early access to the videos if you join as a Stone Bricks member on YouTube, which is going to include this video right here, where we'll add custom stats. Hope to see you there. So yeah,